Daily Horoscope Analysis for Virgo, June 12, 2025. Hello, dear Virgo. Today's celestial alignment brings a fascinating mix of energies for you to navigate. With the Sun moving through Gemini in your 10th house of career and public recognition, there's a spotlight on your professional endeavors. But that's just the beginning of what this day holds for you. As June 12th unfolds, Mercury, your planetary ruler, forms an intriguing sextile with Jupiter, expanding your mental horizons and creating opportunities for meaningful communication. This is particularly significant for you as a Virgo, since Mercury's influence always affects you more profoundly than other signs. The day begins with the Moon in Libra, activating your second house of personal resources and values. This creates an interesting dynamic where you're balancing your practical nature with a desire for harmony and beauty in your material world. You might find yourself contemplating purchases that aren't just functional, but also aesthetically pleasing, something that isn't always your first instinct. In your career sphere, today marks a potential turning point. The Sun's position in your 10th house is amplified by a favorable aspect from Mars in Leo, infusing your work environment with confident energy and drive. For you, Virgo, this translates to a day where your meticulous attention to detail doesn't go unnoticed by superiors or colleagues. A project you've been carefully nurturing could receive recognition, possibly leading to new responsibilities that align perfectly with your skill set. Your analytical abilities are particularly sharp today. You might notice patterns and solutions that have eluded others, making this an excellent time to tackle complex problems or organizational challenges. However, be mindful not to fall into the overthinking trap that sometimes catches Virgos. Trust your initial assessments more than usual today. In the realm of relationships, Venus positioned in Cáncer creates a gentle, nurturing energy in your 11th house of friendships and community. This placement suggests meaningful connections with friends or groups that share your values. For Virgos in romantic relationships, this is a day to express care through practical gestures rather than grand romantic displays. Your partner will appreciate the thoughtfulness behind your actions, however small they might seem to you. Single Virgos might find themselves drawn to someone within their wider social circle, perhaps a person you've known for some time but are seeing in a new light today. The Venus-Neptune trine suggests that idealizing others is possible, so maintain your trademark discernment even as you open your heart. Health-wise, today calls for balance. With Saturn's influence from Pisces in your 6th house, there's a reminder to structure your self-care routines without becoming rigid. Your body might be particularly responsive to routine adjustments today. Consider incorporating more flexibility exercises or mindfulness practices that help you release the tension that often accumulates in your shoulders and digestive system, both vulnerable areas for Virgo. Financially, the Libra moon highlights a need to assess your resources pragmatically while honoring your values. This isn't a day for impulsive spending, but rather for thoughtful consideration of how your financial decisions align with your long-term goals. An unexpected insight regarding a past investment or savings plan might emerge, offering you a new perspective on your financial strategy. Jupiter's expansive energy in Gemini activates your house of public recognition, suggesting that networking efforts today could yield significant future opportunities. Don't shy away from sharing your expertise or making connections that initially seem outside your comfort zone. Your ability to communicate complex ideas clearly is enhanced, making this an excellent time for presentations, interviews, or important meetings. The Uranus-Mercury aspect brings flashes of brilliant insight, particularly related to technology or innovative systems. Your adaptive intelligence is heightened, allowing you to see potential improvements to processes that others have accepted as given. Document these ideas rather than immediately implementing them. They'll need your careful Virgo refinement before they're ready to share. In your spiritual realm, Neptune in Aries creates an interesting dynamic with your naturally grounded nature. You might experience moments of intuitive clarity that complement your logical approach. This is a day where your practicality and spirituality can work in harmony rather than opposition. Consider setting aside time for reflective practices that honor both aspects of your nature, perhaps journaling about concrete steps toward your most meaningful aspirations. Pluto's transformative energy from Aquarius touches your daily routines and health sector, suggesting that small changes implemented today could have profound long-term effects. This might relate to habits around technology use, sleep patterns, or nutrition choices. Trust your body's signals about what genuinely serves your well-being rather than following external trends. Compatibility today looks particularly strong with water signs Cáncer and Pisces, especially might provide the emotional resonance and depth that complements your practical nature. Earth signs like Taurus and Capricorn offer stability and mutual understanding, while air signs Gemini and Aquarius stimulate your intellectual side. There might be some tension with fire signs, particularly Leo, as their dramatic energy can sometimes overwhelm your preference for subtlety. As the day progresses, the moon's transition creates a subtle shift in your emotional landscape. The evening hours bring a deeper introspection, perfect for reviewing the day's events and extracting the valuable lessons, something your Virgo nature excels at and finds satisfying. For creative Virgos, today's planetary alignments support detailed work that requires both precision and imagination. Whether your medium is visual arts, writing, music, or another form of expression, your ability to bring structure to creative inspiration is enhanced. Projects that have been in the planning stages might finally find their form. In conclusion, Virgo, June 12, 2025, offers you a blend of practical opportunity and spiritual insight. Your natural talents for analysis and improvement are supported by planetary energies that add warmth and intuition to your approach. Navigate this day by trusting both your sharp mind and your often underutilized intuition. The balance between these aspects of yourself opens doors to growth and fulfillment that extend far beyond this single day in your journey. Remember that your greatest strength has always been your ability to synthesize information and create order from chaos. Today, those skills are your superpower. Use them wisely, with compassion for yourself and others, and watch as the universe responds with opportunity and alignment. On June 12, 2025, the planetary alignments create a fascinating cosmic landscape for Virgo. Mercury, your ruling planet, positions itself at 23 degrees Cáncer, activating your 11th house of social networks and future aspirations. This placement creates a sensitive, yet intuitive approach to your communications and thinking patterns. Mercury forms a supportive trine with Neptune at 17 degrees Aries, enhancing your intuitive capabilities and spiritual insights, particularly regarding shared resources and deep psychological understanding. The Sun, at 22 degrees Gemini, illuminates your 10th house of career and public reputation, bringing attention and vitality to your professional life and creating a semi-square with your ruling planet, which may cause slight tension between your professional objectives and social connections. Venus graces your 11th house at 15 degrees Cáncer, harmonizing beautifully with Mercury, suggesting pleasant social interactions and possibly financial benefits through friends or group associations. Mars, positioned at 8 degrees Leo in your 12th house of the unconscious, forms a challenging square to Uranus at 6 degrees Taurus, indicating possible unexpected revelations or disruptions to your behind-the-scenes activities that might impact your security and resources. Jupiter at 29 degrees Gemini, in its anaretic degree, creates heightened, almost frenetic energy around career matters before it transitions into Cáncer. This suggests a culmination point for professional growth that you've been experiencing over the past year. Saturn continues its retrograde journey at 14 degrees Pisces in your 7th house, forming an opposition to your sign and creating pressure around partnerships and contractual agreements. This opposition asks you to restructure relationships with more clearly defined boundaries. Uranus at 6 degrees Taurus in your 8th house of shared resources continues its revolutionary approach to how you manage joint finances and intimate bonds, possibly bringing unexpected fluctuations in investment returns or changes in financial arrangements with others. Neptune at 17 degrees Aries in your 8th house forms that supportive trine to Mercury, enhancing your intuition regarding financial decisions and deepening your understanding of psychological patterns. Pluto, still in the early degrees of Aquarius at 2 degrees in your 6th house of daily work and health, continues its slow transformation of your routines, work environment, and approach to wellness. The Moon, completing its transit through Capricorn in your 5th house of creativity and self-expression at 28 degrees, forms a sextile to Jupiter, bringing emotional fulfillment through creative pursuits and possibly recognition for your talents. The North Node at 19 degrees Aries in your 8th house suggests that soul growth comes through embracing transformation and developing greater comfort with the unknown aspects of life and relationships. The South Node in Libra indicates that falling back on dependency in relationships will impede your spiritual evolution. With this planetary configuration, Virgo, you're especially supported in intuitive work, career advancement that's almost ready to shift to a new phase, and creative self-expression that carries emotional resonance. The challenging aspects between Mars and Uranus might trigger unexpected revelations that initially feel disruptive, but ultimately lead to important psychological breakthroughs. The Saturn opposition reminds you to establish clearer boundaries in partnerships, while the Mercury-Neptune trine enhances your capacity to make decisions that align with your deeper values and intuitive knowing. For Virgo, on June 12, 2025, your communication landscape shifts dramatically as Mercury forms a fascinating trine with Uranus. This alignment sparks unconventional thinking patterns and introduces breakthrough moments in how you express yourself. Ideas that have been gestating in your analytical mind may suddenly connect in surprising ways, giving you fresh perspectives to share with others. The cosmos is literally rewiring your neural pathways today, Virgo. You may find yourself speaking with unusual clarity and conviction on subjects that normally leave you hesitant. This isn't random, it's because Jupiter's position in your 9th house of higher knowledge is expanding your intellectual horizons, allowing you to tap into wisdom you didn't realize you possessed. Your ruling planet Mercury is particularly powerful today, having recently emerged from shadow period and gaining momentum in your career sector. This creates a perfect storm for presentations, important conversations, or any situation where you need to articulate complex ideas. Notice how your typically cautious communication style feels more fluid and spontaneous. There's a rhythmic quality to your words today that others find captivating. The Moon's position in your 3rd house of communication amplifies this effect, deepening your emotional connection to what you're saying. This creates authenticity that resonates with listeners on a profound level. For those working in creative fields, this planetary arrangement offers exceptional support for writing projects, design presentations, or artistic direction. Your ability to describe sensory experiences reaches new heights. Colors seem more vivid in your descriptions, concepts more tangible. Saturn's disciplined influence provides structure to these creative impulses, helping you organize brilliant but scattered thoughts into coherent frameworks. Be mindful, however, of Venus squaring Mars in your communication sector, which could create moments where your message and delivery seem misaligned. You might find yourself suddenly passionate about topics that normally wouldn't provoke such intensity. This isn't necessarily problematic, in fact. This temporary friction generates the energy needed for meaningful exchanges. Just be aware that your tone may carry more force than intended. Digital communications receive particular cosmic support today. Social media posts, emails, and text messages benefit from your enhanced clarity and unexpected wit. There's a viral quality to your written expression. Something about how you structure thoughts resonates with exactly what people need to hear right now. For Virgos in academic settings, June 12th offers exceptional support for examinations, presentations, or defending viewpoints. Your logical facilities are operating at peak performance, yet balanced with an intuitive understanding that helps you respond to unspoken questions and concerns. Pay attention to nonverbal cues in conversation today. Neptune's influence enhances your ability to read between the lines and understand what isn't being said directly. This gives you a significant advantage in negotiations or sensitive discussions where people may be reluctant to express their true concerns. Your communication style typically favors precision and detail, but today you'll find value in occasionally zooming out to the bigger picture. This balanced approach helps others follow your reasoning while keeping sight of ultimate objectives. For Virgos dealing with ongoing misunderstandings, today offers a rare window for resolution. The clarity you bring to explanations helps cut through confusion that may have persisted for weeks. Choose your words thoughtfully, they carry unusual weight and staying power today. Listen for unexpected insights during casual conversations. With Mercury and Uranus in harmony, revelations often arrive through seemingly mundane exchanges. Someone's offhand comment might trigger the solution you've been seeking for a complex problem. Voice memos and audio recordings prove particularly effective today for capturing your thoughts. There's a quality to your vocal expression that conveys nuance electronic text can't capture. Consider audio formats for important communications. Group discussions showcase your analytical strengths today. You'll find yourself naturally organizing chaotic brainstorming sessions into productive dialogues with clear outcomes. Your ability to synthesize diverse viewpoints becomes a valuable asset in collaborative settings. As Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a favorable trine with Jupiter in your 8th house of shared resources and investments on June 12, 2025, your financial intuition is exceptionally sharp. This planetary alignment creates a perfect day for reviewing investment portfolios, particularly those involving technology sectors and sustainable enterprises. The analytical powers natural to your Virgo nature are heightened, allowing you to spot patterns and opportunities others might miss. Numbers seem to speak to you directly today, revealing their secrets and potential. Venus in your career house forms a supportive sextile to Saturn, bringing opportunities for financial advancement through professional channels. A senior colleague or authority figure may offer valuable financial advice or present an opportunity that combines your natural talents with monetary reward. This is not mere luck, but recognition of your meticulous work ethic that has been building steadily. The moon in Taurus activates your 9th house of expansion, suggesting that financial opportunities may come from distant sources or through educational pursuits. Consider how knowledge acquisition could translate to increased earning potential. Some Virgos may receive news about grants, scholarships, or funding for specialized training that ultimately enhances their market value. Uranus continues its long-term transit through your sector of career and public reputation, creating unexpected openings in your professional landscape. Today specifically, an innovative approach to a financial challenge could yield surprising results. Your willingness to analyze problems from multiple angles gives you an advantage in negotiating better terms or discovering overlooked financial benefits. The Sun in Gemini illuminates your 10th house of career achievement, casting light on how your professional choices impact your financial standing. A project you've been developing methodically may suddenly reveal its profit potential. Your attention to detail becomes your greatest asset, as you're able to maximize efficiency and minimize waste, both critically important to improving your bottom line. Mars in Cáncer activates your 11th house of networks and long-term goals, suggesting that collaborative ventures hold particular financial promise today. A friend or associate may present an opportunity for shared financial benefit. Group investments, pooled resources, or crowd-funded initiatives receive favorable energy. Your natural discernment helps you separate genuinely promising ventures from those with hidden flaws. Neptune in Pisces forms a quincunx to your sun sign, requiring adjustments in how you perceive financial security. While your practical nature seeks concrete assurances, today's energy asks you to balance pragmatism with intuition. Not all valuable opportunities come with guaranteed returns clearly mapped out. Some require a leap of faith based on well-researched hunches. Pluto in Aquarius forms a favorable aspect to your sixth house of daily work and service, suggesting that transformation in your approach to routine tasks could lead to financial improvements. Consider how efficiency systems, technology upgrades, or reorganization of workflows might reduce expenses or increase productivity in ways that benefit your financial position. The part of fortune falls in your second house of personal resources today, highlighting areas where you naturally attract abundance. Your meticulous approach to managing resources is your superpower. Financial institutions, advisors, or partners recognize and respect your thorough understanding of fiscal matters, making this an excellent day for meetings related to loans, investments, or financial planning. For practical action steps today, consider conducting a detailed analysis of your recurring expenses. Your heightened analytical abilities will help you identify places where money is being wasted through inefficiency or outdated commitments. Even small adjustments to automatic payments, subscription services, or regular purchases could result in significant savings over time. Regarding investments, the Jupiter-Mercury trine supports research into diversified portfolios. Your natural skepticism protects you from get-rich-quick schemes, but don't let it prevent you from exploring emerging markets or innovative financial products. Today's energy supports calculated risks based on thorough investigation. In your career, the Venus-Saturn sextile suggests approaching supervisors with well-documented proposals that demonstrate how your contributions directly impact the organization's financial health. This planetary support helps you communicate your value in concrete terms that decision-makers appreciate. For self-employed Virgos, this is an excellent day to adjust your pricing structure based on the true value you provide. The North Node's position suggests that your financial growth comes through embracing collaborative approaches rather than handling everything independently. Consider financial partnerships, joint ventures, or cooperative arrangements that allow you to focus on your strengths while others complement your weaknesses. This may feel uncomfortable to your self-sufficient nature, but holds tremendous growth potential. Remember that your perfectionist tendencies can sometimes create unnecessary financial stress. Today's Taurus moon encourages a more balanced approach to security, one that acknowledges the importance of material stability while not overvaluing it at the expense of well-being. Financial decisions made from a place of calm discernment rather than anxiety will yield better long-term results. For Virgo, on June 12, 2025, the cosmic alignment reveals several fortunate areas worthy of your attention. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming an auspicious trine with Jupiter, your analytical abilities are particularly enhanced today. This celestial configuration opens doors in intellectual pursuits and communication-based endeavors. Academic work, research projects, and detailed planning will flow with remarkable ease and precision. Your mind is operating at peak efficiency, making this an excellent day to tackle complex problems or organizational tasks that have been lingering. The workplace stands out as a primary fortunate area today. Colleagues and supervisors are likely to notice your contributions more readily than usual. If you've been waiting for recognition or the right moment to present ideas, the universe is offering you a spotlight. Pay particular attention to opportunities that involve improving systems, analyzing data, or refining processes. These align perfectly with today's energy and your natural Virgo talents. Financial matters also receive favorable cosmic energy today. With Venus forming a sextile to your sun sign, there's potential for unexpected monetary gains, particularly through careful planning or attention to details others have overlooked. Review budgets, investments, or expense records. You might discover opportunities for savings or income that weren't apparent before. Resources that come through partnerships or collaborative efforts are especially favored. Health and wellness routines are another fortunate area today. Your body is particularly responsive to positive changes in diet and exercise. Adjustments made now could have long-lasting benefits, especially those focused on digestive health, your zodiacal rulership area. Consider adding new nutritional elements or wellness practices that support your natural constitution. Your intuition about what your body needs is heightened today. Creative pursuits involving precision and detail work are blessed with extraordinary focus today. Whether you enjoy crafts, writing, organizing, or any activity requiring attention to minutiae, you'll find your abilities sharper than usual. This extends to problem solving in any area. Your mind can see solutions with crystal clarity today. Trust your perceptions and insights, as they're exceptionally accurate. Learning environments bring particular fortune today. If you're studying, teaching, or simply acquiring new information, the knowledge gained will have special significance later. Libraries, educational institutions, and research facilities serve as power spots for you today. Even brief visits to these places can trigger important realizations or connections. Online learning platforms also offer unexpected value. Relationships with Mercury-ruled individuals, Gemini and fellow Virgos, bring beneficial opportunities today. These connections may provide information, assistance, or perspectives that prove invaluable. Pay attention to conversations with these individuals, as they might contain hidden gems of wisdom or opportunity. Similarly, people in analytical professions, or those who work with information and communication, could become important allies. Service-oriented activities bring unexpected rewards today. Volunteering, helping colleagues, or assisting family members not only satisfies your Virgo need to be useful, but also opens doors to fortunate circumstances. The more you give of your practical skills today, the more the universe seems inclined to return the favor in surprising ways. This karmic exchange is particularly potent for the next 72 hours. Outdoor environments that feature elements of order and natural precision resonate with today's energy. Botanical gardens, well-designed parks, or organized natural spaces. Spending time in these locations can help you align with the positive cosmic currents available to you today. Even a brief walk through such spaces can help you connect with fortunate opportunities. The early afternoon hours, approximately 1 to 3 p.m., carry particularly positive energy for making important decisions or initiating new projects. This time, window aligns with Mercury's strongest position on this day, making it ideal for communications, signing documents, or making commitments that require clarity and precision. In terms of technology and digital matters, you have a fortunate touch today. Computer-related tasks, digital organization projects, and technology upgrades proceed smoothly. If you've been experiencing technical difficulties, today's energy supports finding solutions or workarounds. It's also favorable for backing up important data or streamlining digital systems. Home organization projects bring unexpectedly positive results today. What begins as a simple cleaning or reorganizing task might lead to discovering something valuable you thought was lost, or recognizing more efficient ways to structure your living space. These improvements will have long-lasting benefits for your peace of mind and daily efficiency. Networking connections made today have special potential. Even casual conversations might lead to important professional opportunities in the coming weeks. Pay particular attention to individuals who work in fields related to health, data analysis, editing, or quality control. These connections align especially well with today's fortunate energy for Virgo. Written communications are another area of good fortune. Whether you're drafting important emails, working on documents, or even journaling personal thoughts, your ability to express yourself clearly and persuasively is enhanced. Ideas committed to writing today have particular staying power and influence. Consider documenting any insights or plans that come to you. Finally, your analytical gifts serve as your greatest fortune today. Trust your ability to see patterns, recognize inconsistencies, and identify solutions. While other signs might need to rely on luck, your methodical approach and attention to detail allow you to create your own good fortune by recognizing opportunities that others simply miss. This inherent Virgo strength is cosmically amplified today, making it your most powerful tool for accessing the abundance the universe has aligned for you on this significant day. As a Virgo on June 12, 2025, your social landscape appears particularly dynamic due to several significant planetary alignments. Venus in Cáncer forms a supportive trine to your social sector, bringing a nurturing quality to your interactions. This isn't just any ordinary day for connections. It's one where emotional authenticity becomes your greatest social asset. The moon's position in Libra illuminates your second house, creating an interesting balance between your need for social harmony and your practical sensibilities. You may find yourself drawn to gatherings where intellectual discussion flourishes rather than superficial small talk. Mercury, your ruling planet, sits in Gemini, amplifying your already sharp communication skills and making this an excellent day to express ideas that you've been keeping to yourself. Your words carry particular weight today, especially when sharing knowledge or offering advice to close friends. Jupiter's expansive energy makes its presence felt through unexpected social invitations that could connect you with individuals who share your intellectual interests but approach life from different perspectives. These connections have the potential to broaden your worldview in meaningful ways. The Sun-Neptune square active today creates a thin veil of uncertainty in some social interactions. You might find yourself more sensitive than usual to unspoken dynamics or subtle social cues that others miss entirely. While this heightened perception can feel overwhelming at times, it also grants you unusual insight into the motivations of those around you. Pay special attention to connections that form around shared goals or community projects. Saturn's position suggests these could develop into significant long-term alliances. Your analytical abilities are particularly valuable in group settings today, where your talent for identifying practical solutions will be especially appreciated. Friends and acquaintances may seek your counsel more than usual. Social media interactions carry extra significance today. Something shared online could connect you with like-minded individuals who appreciate your meticulous attention to detail and thoughtful approach. A surprising conversation with someone you've previously kept at a distance might reveal common ground you never suspected existed. Work relationships benefit from your willingness to listen carefully before offering your perspective. Your normally reserved social style undergoes a subtle transformation today as Uranus forms a favorable aspect to your communication sector. You might surprise yourself by speaking up in situations where you'd normally remain quiet, and this authenticity draws others toward you. An old friend may resurface with an opportunity for collaboration that aligns perfectly with your current goals and values. Social gatherings centered around learning or skill sharing prove especially rewarding, as they allow you to connect through the practical knowledge exchange you naturally value. Evening hours bring a calming energy as the moon forms a harmonious aspect with Neptune, creating an atmosphere conducive to deep, meaningful conversations. This is an excellent time to strengthen bonds with those who truly understand your need for both connection and independence. Remember that your tendency toward perfectionism can sometimes create unnecessary social pressure. Today's planetary energies support you in relaxing these exacting standards, both for yourself and others. Trust that authentic connections form most naturally when you allow yourself and others the space to be perfectly imperfect. The day holds particular promise for connections with water signs, Cáncer, Scorpio, Pisces, who appreciate your grounded perspective while offering emotional depth that complements your practical nature. An unexpected encounter with a Capricorn or Taurus might also prove particularly meaningful, as you share a mutual respect for competence and reliability. Social activities involving analysis, problem-solving, or organization play to your natural strengths today, and position you as a valuable community member. Your heightened empathy combines with your practical nature to make you an exceptional listener and advisor. While large social gatherings may feel somewhat draining by day's end, the connections formed or strengthened today carry significant positive energy forward into the coming weeks. Pay attention to subtle social cues around mid-afternoon, when a seemingly casual conversation could open doors to new opportunities for meaningful connection. With Mercury forming a trine to Jupiter today, your analytical abilities are heightened, Virgo. This powerful aspect supports detailed planning and thoughtful communication. Take advantage of this energy by organizing that project you've been postponing. Your attention to detail will be particularly sharp. The moon in intense Scorpio today connects with Pluto, suggesting emotional revelations may surface. Don't shy away from examining deeper feelings, especially regarding work relationships or family dynamics. Your natural tendency towards self-criticism could be amplified today, so consciously practice self-compassion. Set reasonable expectations rather than impossible standards. Venus in your sector of career forms a favorable aspect to Saturn, making this an excellent day for professional advancement through collaborative efforts. Reach out to a respected colleague or mentor. Their guidance could prove invaluable. Physical well-being requires attention today. Your body may be signaling a need for more rest or proper nutrition. Listen carefully to these subtle cues rather than pushing through exhaustion. The Jupiter-Neptune square suggests potential confusion around financial matters. Double-check calculations and postpone major money decisions until next week if possible. In conversations today, practice active listening rather than formulating responses while others speak. Your relationships will benefit tremendously from this small adjustment. An evening ritual of gratitude journaling would be particularly beneficial, helping to counterbalance your tendency to focus on what needs improvement. The current planetary alignment supports learning new skills. Consider dedicating 30 minutes to studying something outside your usual expertise. This could stimulate creative problem-solving in unexpected ways. Your home environment significantly impacts your productivity today. Take 15 minutes to clear physical clutter from your workspace before beginning important tasks. Color therapy might be surprisingly effective today. Surrounding yourself with calming blues and greens can help moderate anxiety and promote clear thinking. Remember that seeking assistance isn't a sign of weakness, but of wisdom. Delegate appropriately if your plate becomes too full. The day's energy supports deep intellectual work in the morning hours, with creative endeavors flowing more naturally after 3 p.m. Structure your schedule accordingly if possible. Tonight, Neptune's influence encourages dream work. Keep a notebook by your bed to record insights that may come through during sleep. Above all, trust that your methodical approach to challenges is exactly what's needed now. Your natural gifts for improvement and refinement are cosmically supported today. Daily Horoscope Analysis for Virgo, June 12, 2025. Hello, dear Virgo. Today's celestial alignment brings a fascinating mix of energies for you to navigate. With the Sun moving through Gemini in your 10th house of career and public recognition, there's a spotlight on your